Well, thanks for having me up. And, of course, thank the listeners for being so supportive of the Genesis Network and Midas. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ted. All right, going back to Lindsey Williams. His prediction earlier, well, the elite told him gold's the only thing going to be going up. That is what your insider told you, correct, Lindsey?
Alex, the elite said to me, gold and silver are, I'm putting it word for word now. He said gold and silver are all you can rely on. Those are his words. And he said, this is our currency. Almost as if the American people have got the paper and the elite have got the gold and silver. He said, this is our currency. He said, gold and silver are all you can rely on. 2 years from now, the dollar will be zilch. It will be dead. His exact words were, the dollar will be dead.
Is there any way to, and by the way, just for, because you've only given your number out once, and we're getting emails and calls asking for that toll-free number. Everybody get your pens and paper ready. At the end, he'll give it out 3 times in a row. If you want the new DVD he just did where he lays this all out, he rushed out. Lindsey wants to retire. How old are you, Lindsey?
73, but I'm not going to retire, Alex. I can't. There's too much exciting happening out here. I'm going to.
Well, you're doing a great job. Well, you look younger than 73. But the point is, I know you got this info, so you've rushed out and you're doing this. We're going to tell people how to get this and get it out to everybody at the end of the show. But just in the time we have left before tomorrow, we're going to go into more depth. 30 minutes into the start of the show, 11:30 Central, 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern, 10:30 Mountain, if you want to get technical. For everybody out there listening, when you're on with us for an hour and a half tomorrow, we've got 15 minutes left. So finish up with the spiritual issue, because you said he never talked a lot about that with you. He went off down into that. And then Homeland Security, a prelude of what's coming tomorrow. And you also mentioned that they plan to destroy Barack Obama. Obviously, they build him up, they destroy him, or what your inside intel is on that.
Well, 2 years ago, let's begin with Mr. Obama. Then I'll go back into the other part also. 2 years ago, he said to me, McCain is our man. That was prior to the election. And I kept making the statement that McCain was going to be elected. Well, that isn't what he said. And I'm learning more and more to stick with his exact words, because these people are very precise in the way they word things. And that's the reason I've read some of his words today, such as the one about gold and silver. He said gold and silver are all you can rely on. Now, he didn't say where it was going. He didn't say $2,000 an ounce, but you read between the lines and you get it for yourself. Now, they said 2 years ago, McCain is our man. Well, I said McCain's going to be elected. That isn't what he said. When he was not elected, I asked him about that this time, and oh my goodness, Alex, did I get an earful. Yes, they did want McCain in, and they expected to get him. But keep in mind, these people are not divine. They don't always get what they want. And Americans, you still have time to rise up in arms.
Well, Lindsey, let me stop you, though. There's one elite, but kind of like at a mafia commission meeting, they're all La Cosa Nostra, but they're different families. I know there's a Hegelian dialectic of the Fabian socialist and then a more rabid group. Could you not be talking to one arm of the New World Order? Because also a lot of elites wanted Obama.
Well, let's kind of get a pecking order here. You start out with probably no more than a dozen people. And at the very top, you know who they are. George Bush Sr., Daddy Bush. You could not get any more elite of the elite than he and Kissinger. Well, there's probably no more than a dozen people in that elite of the elite. Then down from that, you've got a little bit larger group. And you come out of skull and bones and get down to some other group that may not know quite as much as what they know. Now, the gentleman that I know, he's not too far down the line. I wouldn't say that he's up there with where Kissinger and Bush Sr.
He's in the second tier.
He probably is, if I could guess, because he knows what goes on in the meetings. He knows the meetings like you attended and viewed them from the outside. He knows what goes on in those sort of meetings. So, yeah, he's pretty close down the line. Now, these people expected McCain to get in. They wanted McCain in. They financed McCain's program. And now that they got Obama, Obama's got trouble. I mean, oh, my goodness. He made it known to me that if Obama doesn't straighten out, and I'm not going to use the word over the air. I can't. I mean, they even told me in the studio this past week, studio owner said, "Don't you dare say that here." He said, "Take that off the record." I'll just put it this way. If Obama doesn't straighten out and quit this haughty pride, arrogant, and not listening to them and doing things the way that he wants them done, he's in big trouble.
Wait a minute. You're saying from your source that at least one big strata of the elite, we'll just say it, they're saying that they may, he's saying the elite may do a JFK on Obama?
You said it, I didn't.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just reporting here. You're saying you have an inside source, and that he's not saying he's going to do it. He's 80, almost 90, won't say his age, and he's just hearing that. Well, go ahead.
Well, they aren't satisfied with this man. This man is jumping out and doing things without their permission, and he is in some real hot water if he keeps up the way he's going. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me anything. Now, I in my DVD, I beg people. I say, don't you touch this man. None of you bunch of radicals out there, and I know there's some real hotheads listening to the program today. Don't you dare go out there and do anything to this man. He's going to kill himself. He's going to, I'm sorry, I used the wrong word there. He is going to defeat himself in the very near future, and don't you dare go out there and touch him. Because if you do, you'll make a hero out of it.
But see, you may, exactly, the elite love him from what I've seen and have built him up and given him Nobel Prizes. That's the elite of the elite. And the only way to make him a winner is to try something or hurt him that will then elevate him.
Well, they buy him by giving him a Nobel Peace Prize. They limit what he's able to do in certain areas by tying his hands. And so they're trying their best to tie him down so that they can get out of him what they want out of him. But this man is so unpredictable until even these people are having trouble with him. And it was indicated to me, this guy better be very careful what he's doing. I mean, it's startling. It's dangerous. Now, let me get into the next subject. We'll touch on that maybe a little bit more, but you're right. Everything you just said, all of the in-between-the-lines, folks, you just read what Alex just said, because that's exactly the way it is. Now, let's get down to the elite, and two statements here. First of all, the elite have a God. Remember when George Bush, our previous president, to Mr. Obama, he used to use the expression all the time, God bless you. Well, fine. But most pastors fell for that line and thought that he was talking about their God. But no, quite to the contrary. The true and living God of the Bible is one God. The Bible talks about a second God.
Stay there. Stay there. We may have to go into overdrive. He's back live with us tomorrow. He's Lindsey Williams. Stay with us. Look, I'm going to do 10 minutes of overdrive. I'd do more, but I got radio and TV interviews lined up off and on during the day. Also, they're over there building our new office in the space next door, but we've got to knock a hole from this office into the other office. I thought I would ceremonially, with a sledgehammer, boy, it's some thick sheetrock. So we'll see how wimpy I look banging that into the wall. It's not like regular sheetrock, man. This stuff's like that thick. I saw him in there with a sledgehammer a few months ago. I mean, it was just like, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can man up and go through this wall. But there's some brick behind it, too, center block. I'll be bashing the daylights out of that. By the way, it's just about 48 hours. Wednesday at 3 p.m. when the show ends Central, we're going to release Fall of the Republic. Fall of the Republic. And this film covers everything Lindsey's talking about. They are killing the dollar, killing our country, hardcore citizen spy rings, secret arrests, CPS, brainwashed population, TV mind control. Pre-order it at Infowars.com today. It's not even pre-order anymore. We start shipping tomorrow. Order the DVD so you have it high quality. You'll get it in a few days. UPS goes everywhere in the country in like 3-4 days. The problem is we got thousands of orders. We got to hurry and get them out because the DVDs are coming in today. They're on their way here. They should probably already back there in the back. But we've got a tracking number. The point is, I've already got some that we overnighted, but the point is, from the factory, get it. Infowars.com or 888-253-3139. These are the white blood cells against this disease of globalism. The films. And the power is not in me making a film and selling a few thousand copies. The power, I got to sell 20,000 of these just to make my money back or more. Probably, who knows if I'll even do that. Probably in a year I will. The point is, the issue is, it's not about the money. It's about the future. It's about beating the globalists. And if you'll get the DVD, make copies, get out to people, it's unstoppable. It'll premiere at prisonplanet.tv, burn it to disc, get fired up, get amped up, get ready. Now, I'm holding Lindsey over 10 minutes so we can finish up more of these key bullet points from this insider. But, Lindsey, before you forget, give folks the toll-free number to call and order your different DVD sets. And this latest one that is just finished today, you shot it last week. Give people the number so they can call and get the latest DVD.